Ta-da! Just like magic, I'm in my kit now ready for an early evening session. But I want to share this solution with you, one that's worked for me and, as I said, lots of athletes that I've coached. Now before we start, you've got to have a basis of measurement. And I want you to look at health metrics and physical metrics and basic what I call your mood scale, how you feel. Now there's lots of metrics that are available. I've got some on my watch. I can take heart rate variability. I'll be wearing my heart rate strap when I go out. I also use my oximeter. And I can do this in the morning, check my oxygen saturation, heart rate variability. I can write my resting heart rate down. And I get an idea of how the training is going in terms of the impact on my body. Because remember, I'll say it again, you need the recovery to progress. So let's split the day into two and create clear workout patterns. So in the morning, let's look at zone 1, zone 2, zone 3. In the evening, zone 4, zone 5, zone 6. So it seems quite brutal, we just draw a line down. For those of you who don't use power, you may be a beginner and you think this is not going to help for me. It will. So morning sessions are sessions whereby we're going to stay under ventilatory threshold point 1. Basically, you can speak at least one sentence and you can sing the chorus to your favourite song. You're in control of your breathing and your system is not overstressed from the workout. Now by doing this in the morning, here's the key. You need to try and replicate the time as much as possible. Get up at a certain time. Have a routine to get onto the bike. As I say, try and do it within 20 to 30 minutes. But repeat, repeat, repeat. Get your body into that rhythm. It's really important. It will like you better and it will start to get used to it and you'll get more gains from it. Super simple. Now let's say that you can't do that type of workout. You want to do some of your harder workouts in the morning. There is a way around it, okay? So let me give you a couple of ways that we add in. 1, make sure that you take on board glycogen during that 20-30 minutes when you wake up. This may be liquid glycogen from a drink, maybe a banana, even half a banana. But if you can also include some caffeine, if that's allowed in your diet, take on some caffeine and this will help with the absorption of the glycogen but also potentially stimulate the body so that it's a little bit more alert. I don't like seeing riders going outside and being under alert. You know, we've got decisions to make out there on the road. Now the next thing is you must increase your warm-up by at least 10 minutes. We've got to get the core temperature up and we've got to get activation levels up in the muscles. Remember, we have got a decrease in joint mobility. So even though you think you're working hard, your body's holding back on you because it hasn't quite fully activated to its potential. So even a hard workout may be only at 75% of what you're capable of. Okay, so let's look at the evening sessions now where you're going to hit your high numbers. You're going to have your key session or your breakthrough session. Remember, they are the workouts that are going to take your fitness beyond what it's capable of at the moment. That's how we get fitter. We've got to punch above those numbers. So make sure you've got the finish point. Now I said about optimal period being 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. I like athletes to finish at 8 p.m. Maybe enter the cool down between 8 and 9 p.m. but definitely off the bike by 9 p.m. That means that we can start the first sleep cycle close to 11, which really is late enough for most people who are training. Don't be shouting at me, okay, on that. I get to bed a little bit earlier than that. But what you want to do is to make sure you've got a clear structure and you know exactly what you're doing. Don't be just climbing on the bike and just thinking, great, I'm on my bike, I'll do whatever I want. Have the numbers or the intensity or the feel that you're looking for in that workout. Now make sure you weigh in at the start and at the end because you've got to replace that fluid. Super important, but the important thing is leading into the evening session, have you fueled well 2 hours out from the session because you need to treat a training session like it's your main event. It doesn't matter if you're a beginner or an advanced rider, you need to take your session serious. So prepare the body with fluid, hydration and mental capacity. You get a couple of minutes during the day, hey, sit down, have a little think. Yeah, this is how I'm going to approach the training session. This is what I want to achieve from it. It may sound beyond you as a beginner, but it really does help you increase compliance. You've got to turn up. The more times you turn up, the better you'll get. So I've got one last tip for you around that hard session. Try and work it around a day which may be easier at work. Maybe it's a softer day at work, so you're not going to be as fatigued. Or if you can't do that, it's an easier day after, so that the recovery response is greater. Tinker with it, okay? Because for the evening sessions, you can play around with the day. But ideally, we want to keep those morning sessions at the same time. You might find yourself being able to do 3, 4, 5 of them in the morning, say over 30, 40 minutes. And suddenly your frequency's going up and your time's going up and you're starting to see a difference. Your resting heart rate's going down, your motivation's going up. Because no matter what plan you have or structure, there will be days when life kicks you in the ass. It throws every rock possible at you, and you've got to take that on board and say, hey, I need to keep compliance up. So do whatever I can to stay hydrated, stay well fueled, because I've got to just turn up and do my session. It's okay to change the metrics in a session, but you've got to do it. And the more you can do it when your motivation's lower, you're really being tested, the better you will come. Hey, give it a go and let me know. Hey, leave a comment, send me some feedback. If this video, as always, has been of any use to you, hey, give it a thumbs up. Hey, maybe even subscribe, and you'll get notified of when I go live, when I'm answering questions from athletes from all over the world. Simple little things on training, nutrition, and bike fitting. Okay, you stay safe, keep spinning. I've got to get out my bike now and do my session. I'll see you in the next video. You take care.